Hello everybody, it's NerdGasm, and for this installment of Supervillain Breakdown, we're gonna go back, way back to the original issue of The Amazing Spider-Man from March of 1963. Let's take a look at the very first supervillain the Wallcrawler ever fought, the Master of Disguise, known as the Chameleon. The Chameleon, real name Dmitry Smerdyakov, is an incredibly talented method actor, gifted with impressions, and able to create the most accurate and lifelike masks imaginable. His default mask, the one he wears under all the other ones, is basically a mannequin head stuck to his face, which acts as a clean slate for any disguise to fit on top. In his first appearance, he also made use of a multi-pocket jacket, which allowed him to quickly change from outfit to outfit within the blink of an eye. In The Amazing Spider-Man number 307 from 1988, Chameleon began using a special holographic belt buckle to switch between disguises. He also ingested a unique serum which made his body featureless and malleable. While I find this idea to be interesting, basically giving him a form of superpower, I've never been a big fan of it. I prefer when the Chameleon is simply a man, without any superpowers, who relies on his advanced practical skills to disguise himself. It's far more impressive that way, him using masks and impersonating people, as opposed to just flipping a switch and presto, he's changed. That, or he can be made completely psychotic, like in The Amazing Spider-Man number 602, which is by far my personal favorite incarnation of the character. This version, written by Fred Van Lente, utilizes a special chemical gun that steals the facial features of his victims, creating a mask the Chameleon can wear. Afterwards, the villain disposes of the bodies in a large vat of acid, destroying any evidence of their existence, so he can completely replace them essentially. What I love so much about this incarnation of the Chameleon is that it pays homage to his original appearance, his original design from the 1960s, yet also modernizes it, gives it a darker context, and provides him with far more sinister and violent motivations than ever before. It's brilliant. I mean, he talks to the masks like they are actual people at times. This man has some serious problems. Over the years, the Chameleon has teamed up with the likes of Hydra, the leader, and has enlisted his half-brother Sergei Kravinoff, better known as Kraven the Hunter, to aid him in defeating Spider-Man. The relationship between Dmitry and Sergei is a complicated one, with both men feeling they are superior to the other. Later stories would explore their relationship further, revealing that growing up, Sergei was abusive towards Dmitry, and as a result, the Chameleon lived in Kraven's shadow his entire life. Dmitry developed several mental disorders, becoming severely depressed and even suicidal at times, firmly believing that he was a nobody, that his face and identity was inferior and needed to remain hidden. It's why Dmitry takes on so many identities, to cope with his own insecurities. It gets to the point that he doesn't even know who he is anymore, and feels he has not truly lived because his existence has been entirely comprised of impersonations. He doesn't really have his own identity anymore. Damn. The darker version by Fred Van Lente takes this a step further, with the Chameleon viewing his victims as worthless nobodies. By taking on their identity, becoming them in every sense of the word, Dmitry is not only able to give his own life meaning, but, in his eyes, also the lives of those he kills, because they play a vital role in his sick game. Twisted stuff. I think the Chameleon is an incredibly fascinating antagonist and has a lot of potential if he were to make the shift into other forms of media, such as live-action film or even video games. The character has been around a long time, and I'm impressed with the evolution he has gone throughout his near 60-year history. Looking at the original concept, it might seem pretty basic. Some dude with giant goggles and a vest full of costume pieces. It's kind of silly by today's standards. But writers have come along over the years, tweaking the character, and have turned him into something much darker and sinister. They've really pushed the limits with this idea. This has been NerdGasm. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching the video, and I hope you got something out of it. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so you can be notified of all the content I release in the future. Also, if you know of anyone else who might be interested in these videos I make, feel free to share them if you can. It helps me out a lot. As always, I will see you in the next one. Take care, and long live your inner nerd.